All rise. Support court with Judge Bunderby is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1065, Cruz case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. All right, Mr. Cruz, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I'm trying to get a reduction in my child support.
Okay.
I recently been working and my wages has been reduced, so I want to see if I can get my child support reducted.
Let's dissect this. Mr. Cruz used to make about $100,000 a year, but he now says his income has decreased by 22% to $78,000. Although this decline is noteworthy, the crucial question is whether it is big enough to justify a reduction in child support payments. In such cases, courts usually take into account a number of factors, such as whether the income drop was temporary or voluntary, as well as how it affects the child's well-being. However, did you notice that Mr. Cruz also disclosed that he has a new wife and a newborn child? Could this change be more related to his new family responsibilities than to actual financial hardship? Let's watch how the judge handles this difficult case.
About 100 a year.
All right, what are you doing?
I'm a restaurant owner.
Okay. So now, what are your wages looking like?
About yearly or weekly?
Yearly.
78.
So from about 100 to 78,000? All right. Have you had to lay off employees or anything like that?
It's been, hours been reduced.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it took reduction in hours. All right. Is that it? You just want to reduce because your wages changed?
And I actually have a new wife.
Congratulations.
Yeah. And a newborn.
Okay.
So I got more responsibilities I got to take care of.
You said you have a newborn.
Huh?
The child in this case, how old are they?
Which one? My newborn?
No, not your newborn, the child between the two of you.
4 years old.
4, boy or girl?
It's a girl.
All right. Your 4-year-old, who carries that child on health insurance?
Me.
How much is it?
$430.
$430. Okay. You said you have a newborn, so is it $430 now with the newborn, or was it $430 before the newborn?
Before.
Okay. What is it now?
I haven't really checked, but I think it went up a couple of $100s.
Okay. So what do you think?
The judge is going to do the math, but the question is whether a new child will lower the amount owed to the first court. The law prioritizes existing obligations over new ones, so just because you decide to expand your family doesn't mean that you should automatically lower child support payments. This man is attempting to lower child support for his first child while taking on a new financial burden with a newborn. Please share your comments below on whether you believe that having a new kid should lessen your obligations to your first child.
2 newborns.
2 newborns.
Okay. Well, not 2 newborns, the newborn and the 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay. So $600 just for them two?
All of us together.
Okay, so all of you together is $600. How many people are on that plan?
3.
Well, it can't be 3.
Yeah, it's me. Me,
No.
my son, my daughter.
You, your son, what about your wife?
Oh, she's not on there.
Okay.
We just recently been married, so we haven't switched things up yet.
Okay, how long have you all been married?
About 3 months.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you are. So it's about $200. If I take that 600 and divide it by 3, it's $200 per person. So for both kids, it'll be about $400. That sound about right?
Yeah.
Okay. So your wages decreased, health insurance somewhat increased. Okay. Is there anything else you want me to know?
Is there some more stuff you wanted to know?
Well, I mean, you came to court.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much. I mean, yeah, that's it. I mean, I've been married. I got a newborn. The restaurant haven't been doing so good, and I just need some help from y'all to help me reduce my child support.
Is Cruz playing financial games to avoid payments? If she can show that his income hasn't decreased, the judge might not simply deny his request, She might expose him for money laundering. The mother isn't having it. She's not asking for an increase, just for things to stay the same. Then, she drops a bombshell, believing that the restaurant's business hasn't suffered. Only her hours have been cut. This is where things start to get messy. Next voice, next voice. The former partner asserts Cruz's new wife is in charge of the restaurant and may have purposefully reduced her hours. If this is accurate, it's a serious accusation that he manipulates the situation to make it appear as though he's making less money. However, if he continues to pay his wife's salary, the money is still technically in the household. Is this a calculated move to avoid paying child support? He will soon be pressed for answers by the judge, and things could quickly get ugly.
Yes.
Is there anything you want me to know?
Yeah, actually.
All right. Are you in agreement to his child support being reduced?
No, I am not.
Okay, tell me about that.
I think it is fine as it is. I don't want to fight to increase it. I think the payment you are paying me is enough. The restaurant that he owns, same business. I don't see there being any less business. The only hours that were reduced were mine because your wife is the manager.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I didn't catch that part.
Yeah.
Run that by me again.
So he claims that the restaurant isn't doing so good.
Okay.
But I think the business is the same. It was just my hours that were reduced. So I had to pick up another job to make do.
Okay, so you, him, and new wife all work together?
Yeah, well, I only work on the weekends now, but yeah.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, we all get along.
Oh, the judge isn't being playful. Cruz just attempted to argue that if his ex worked more hours, he should pay less in child support. Excuse me, but that isn't how this works. Child support is determined by the recipient's income, not their work schedule. The court quickly closed the case, pointing out the ridiculousness of this. In any case, it won't work. Do you think Cruz actually believes this argument, or is he just clinging to it?
You all wouldn't be here, right? Because you want a decrease. She's saying no. So you all get along?
I don't understand how I'm supposed to pay something that I don't have, really.
But she's saying the business hasn't changed. You're talking about it in terms of customers coming in and
Yeah,
things like that?
yeah. I think that
So since Corona
Money is
hit,
going elsewhere.
since Corona hit, our business has took a pretty much significant loss since Corona hit. Our customers.
I can believe that. You
Yeah.
know, that's happened to a lot of businesses.
So we've been trying to recover from that. So our hours may just be from that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't think your hours got reduced because of COVID?
no, I'm
do
the
you think
strongest
you're-
server there
Why do you think your hours were reduced?
because his wife doesn't like me there.
Now she's cool with her.
Not when you're around.
Oh,
I haven't seen
sounds
that.
a little messy.
I haven't seen that. We don't. I don't think just so far as business wise, we don't mix the business with the family. So far her hours, if anything, we gave her extra like 5-6 hours last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
As the dishwasher.
Attempted to strike a balance by admitting his new situation without granting him a pass. In all honesty, $825 is still a significant sum, but given his recent child and income decline, it seems reasonable. Do you believe the system should be adjusted further to account for life changes, or is this the right decision?
It's based on you don't think that the business has changed or anything. Do you have any documentation that you brought with you today that shows his income has not decreased as he just testified to? He says $78,000 now, right?
Yeah.
Besides your belief, do you have any other reason to suggest that maybe he's not being truthful about what his income is?
Well, I just think like him having a new child, he doesn't want to support the child he already has to the extent that he can.
Okay.
And I feel like
I take care of all my kids.
I didn't say you don't, but you should make sure that the one you already have is taken care of. And yeah, I think, just the support is still needed.
Well, I don't think he's saying he doesn't want to support. He's saying he can't afford to support what it was. And if the roles were reversed and you were in that situation, wouldn't you want him to consider what you're saying is true and possibly work with you and reduce your child support?
Yeah, that would be fair.
Okay. Well, I think that's fair too. So this is what we're going to do. Based on your testimony, that your wages have decreased, and you kind of alluded to, not that his wages necessarily decreased, but that the business is not doing so well because your hours have been reduced. We may not necessarily know the true reason why, according to what you're saying, but your hours were in fact reduced, right? Mm-hmm. Which could be a direct result of the business during the pandemic, okay? So this is what we're going to do. Based on your testimony, your new gross comes out to $6,500. That brings your net to $5,157, giving you credit for both of the children that you have, and I gave you credit for your health insurance, okay? The new health insurance amount for $400. I couldn't give you.
That's when the case gets included. The judge gave Mr. Cruz a small reprieve, but made sure that justice was served by balancing his obligations to both of his children. This case raises an intriguing question. Should having a second child lessen your financial obligations to your first? The court sought justice, but we'd like to hear your opinion.
$5. Based on what you used to pay at that $100,000, your child support was $1,242. So it went down about $300 or so dollars.
So what about the the extra hours I was giving her? We're giving her a week.
What about them?
If we up the hours for her, would that lower my child support a little bit?
If we up her hours?
Yeah. So last week we gave her like an extra 6 hours.
Okay.
So what about if we gave her like maybe 12, 10?
This has nothing to do with her income. This is about yours.
Okay.
Why would you want her working more to decrease your child support?
So she can make more money to help
Pay
me
for his
out.
other baby.
See, now you starting to waste my time. Don't do that. Don't do it. You have a legitimate reason to be here, and you have a legitimate request. Don't be ugly, okay?
All right.
Okay. Do you have any other questions?
So that's the financing for the 800.
That's what I said, right? Yeah. I said it went from $1,242 to $825.
That's like $300 though.
Yeah, but it's giving you credit for the children that you already have, giving you credit for health insurance. What else could you be asking for? That's all I can do within the realms of the law.
Baby.
And I took that into consideration, which is why your percentage is 16%.
So I'm supposed to pay $800 a month. That's 12 times 12.
$825 to be exact a month. What are you doing?
That's $9,900 a month. How much?
Okay, you were paying $1,242. Do you want me to increase it back?
Nah, it's cool.
Oh, okay. So you don't have any more questions, right?
Nah, it's cool. So
Okay.
800.
$825.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Nothing further.
That's it.
The answer is no, right?
Yeah.
Because your child support got reduced. You got what you were looking for, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything further from you?
No, ma'am.
Okay. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
At least you got your money.